Hi friends, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be chatting about my top 5 Christmas movies. I actually did a kind of rundown on a lot of the holiday reads that I read this year, so if you want to kind of see that, you can go ahead and look up there. I'll link that video for you. But yeah, I'm just a huge, movie nerd. I love talking about film, and so I wanted to chat about my favorite rewatchable Christmas movies. Alright, so before we jump into the top 5, I do want to do some honorable mentions. So these are movies that, one, don't entirely fit the Christmas vibe. They're not technically Christmas movies, or they're just not super rewatchable for me. I have a hard time, making it like a Christmas tradition. So here's some honorable mentions. The first one is Little Woman 2019. Y'all know that I love this movie. I actually did a whole analysis of why it makes a good book to film adaptation. It's just absolutely incredible, and I think it just exudes just Christmas vibes. It's around winter time. There's lots of Christmases spent with the family, with all of the girls. It reminds me of my own family, and I just 100% feel like it's just Christmas in a movie. That being said, it's not a Christmas movie all the way, so I can't really rightfully include it in this list, although I would love to, so that's why it's an honorable mention. The second honorable mention is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, I am a huge Halloween person. Halloween is my favorite holiday. I love the spooky movies, spooky vibes. That's just what I do, and so I love this movie. I think it's incredible. I love that it kind of is a good transition piece from Halloween to Christmas. I usually watch this one November 1st because it's kind of I'm entering the Christmas season now. That being said, I don't think this can totally qualify for a Christmas movie, which is why I'm not including it in my list. Otherwise, it would definitely be up there. And the last honorable mention is gonna definitely rub some people the wrong way. I'm gonna say that this is 100% one of the best Christmas movies, if not the best Christmas movie of all time. So I'm not trying to discount it in any way. It's incredible. I just personally, I can't rewatch this movie every year. I don't know what it is about it, but I just can't do it. It's not the movie that I go to rewatch, especially when you only have 2 days before Christmas. I'm not going to choose It's a Wonderful Life. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm making so many people sad. But this movie is incredible. It's an all-time classic. It's a beautiful film, and I will rewatch it with people who want to rewatch it. But again, it's just not the film that I go to grab, which it should be 100%. It's just not. So that's why it's on my honorable mention list. It's an incredible movie. You should watch it. I should probably watch it. But these are the 5 movies that I will probably be watching tomorrow with all of my sisters and my family, because they are all just amazing and I love them a lot. So number 5 is Elf. Elf, I think, is the perfect Christmas comedy. All of the, jokes and stuff and the physical comedy, I feel still hold up. It's still hilarious. It doesn't really get old on rewatch, to be honest. It's still new and fresh. It's extremely heartwarming. I absolutely love the romance that Buddy the elf kind of experiences. I love the reconnection of family, which I feel it's kind of what Christmas is all about. I don't know, everything about it is just cute, heartwarming, funny. I think if you want a fun Christmas comedy, that's it. And it's one of the movies that me and my sisters absolutely will hysterically die at every year, so it's definitely up there. My 4th favorite movie is Home Alone 2: Lost in New York. I feel this movie is just the epitome of what every child wanted for Christmas. You got the big hotel room, the giant pizza. It has all of the good Home Alone vibes while being in the most Christmassy city in the world. To be honest, every single Christmas movie that's super famous. A few exceptions with that, but I just feel like New York is like Christmas. There's Christmas in New York, and that makes sense. And so I feel like it's one of the best Home Alones out there. I think it's great, and I just love Home Alone. I love, again, the physical comedy of it. I love, you know, the hijinks that happen, but I also love just like learning the lesson of loving people, loving your neighbor, finding friends wherever. I love the two turtle doves. It's so cute. So lots of things that went right with that movie, and it's just super nostalgic for me, so I have to include it. All right, so my third favorite film might be a little interesting for some of y'all, but it is the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. This is literally one of my favorite Christmas movies. Like it's up there. It's I would say, like, my maiden name's Ballard, so it's just like a Ballard family Christmas classic. It's something we rewatch every year. When I was a kid, I actually knew like the entire like monologue rant at the end, word for word. I would quote it. Everything about that movie is just hilarious to me, and I think the main reason for that is, again, because it's just such a nostalgic movie for me, and we rewatch it every single year for Christmas Eve. So it's just like a tradition. Like, we have to watch it, so I feel like I have to put it up in my top 5. All right, my second favorite movie is The Family Stone. These last two are kind of like newer traditions for me. I watched The Family Stone with Mac's family for the first time, and I don't know, it just like spoke to me in a way that a movie hasn't spoken to me in a really long time, if that makes any sense. I just feel like it's the epitome of Christmas. That's how families interact with each other. I felt that way going into Mac's family. I feel like Mac probably felt similarly going into mine. So there's kind of like an aspect of that. Definitely, and if you know, you know, right? But if you haven't watched this movie, because I never even heard of it until like a few years ago, I highly recommend watching it. It's a little, it's more adult, I would say, not necessarily all the way a kid's movie, but I love it. I just feel like it speaks to, you know, what Christmas really is about, again, what the holidays is really about, but also just kind of like it shows a real family, which I really love. I love when things show, you know, real experiences, real moments, and I feel like that definitely was it. Plus, it has a really, really cute, actually two really, really cute romances, which I love, so I'd highly recommend checking it out, and it's definitely up there for me with my favorite Christmas movies. Milo has joined us, but my favorite Christmas movie of all time, and I feel like it's going to continue being this throughout many seasons of life, is Klaus. It's so good. Everything about it is so good. It explains like the origin. Okay, dude, let's go down. Can you get down? It explains like the origin of Santa Claus in such a cool, unique way that I love, and it teaches, you know, reciprocity and just giving and giving back, and I feel like, for me at least, that's definitely one of like the true meanings of Christmas, is just giving. It's not about being, you know, it's not about all the capitalism, even though that's definitely there, but it's about giving. It's about giving to people that you love, giving to people that you think about. So it's definitely up there for one of my favorite movies. You can actually find the movie on Netflix, so it's pretty accessible for a lot of people, and it got nominated for Best Animated Feature, which I feel like it should have won, but you know, that's me being a little biased. I just think it's wonderful, everything about it. The animation style is beautiful. It can be shown to everyone and everyone will love it, and I cry almost every time watching the movie, so that tells you anything. I absolutely adore that film. But that is my top 5 Christmas movies. I was also gonna try to add my like top Christmas like music vibes, but I really could not pick a top 5. I just feel like there's so many good Christmas classics out there. So I put my playlist down below, so if you have Spotify, you can check that out. But yeah, that's kind of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little kind of sit down talk, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.